This is the 5:30 News on Q2, Montana's news leader.
Good evening and thanks for joining us on this Friday night. I'm Jay Cohn.
And I'm Jeanelle Slade. An overnight fire in Big Timber completely destroys a part of the town's history.
Take a look. This is what remains tonight after flames ripped through the former Sweetgrass County High School, taking fire crews some 5 hours to get the blaze under control.
Tonight, a fire investigator is on scene, but entering the 112-year-old building is just too dangerous.
Now, these photos were posted to the Big Timber Buzz Facebook page. They show the building engulfed in flames early this morning. Big Timber volunteer firefighters were mopping up the hot spots this afternoon, just after noon. An investigator from the Montana State Fire Marshal's office will be conducting the initial investigation into what caused the fire.
Big Timber Fire Chief Chris Novotny said the investigation is in the preliminary stages and that it is not safe for investigators to enter the shell of the building. The roof has collapsed on the majority of the three-story brick building, which has stood vacant for more than 30 years. Chief Novotny said the adjacent Carnegie Public Library and nearby homes took in some smoke, but otherwise were not damaged by the fire. There's still no official word on the cause of that fire. The former school was built in 1905.
Good news today from the latest round of tests from the Crow Tribe's water treatment plant. Those tests show no contamination.
Those results come after the facility was vandalized with gunshots and fire on Wednesday. These latest tests prove the water is clear after the first round of tests came back inconclusive last night. The water advisory is now lifted. However, residents are being told to flush all of their water lines before using the water. People in Crow Agency also advised to conserve water because only one of the two treatment plants is online today.
And that's because vandals fired gunshots into equipment and the computers used to monitor the water quality. Whoever is responsible for the nearly $1 million in estimated damage also tried to set fire to the concrete building. We can tell you that Crow Tribal Schools canceled again today and yesterday due to this ongoing water issue. It's unknown if any suspects are in custody. Elsewhere, as many as 80 jobs could be lost at the Signal Peak coal mine near Roundup unless a federal appeals court decides otherwise. At stake is Signal Peak Energy's expansion at its big underground coal mine in the Bull Mountains. This past August, U.S. District Judge Don Malloy put those plans on hold, ruling that the Federal Office of Surface Mining had not considered the climate change impacts of the mine's 176 million ton expansion. Today, Signal Peak attorneys asked the appeals court to reverse Judge Malloy's decision.
Well, we're trying to do everything that we can to avoid layoffs of our workforce. The judge's ruling has put jobs in jeopardy, and we're trying to convince the court that that's not necessary and that we can comply with the court's order without laying people off if they'll listen to what we have to say.
Now, Dawson tells us without a favorable ruling from the appeals court, 30 workers would lose their jobs at the end of October, while another 50 jobs likely would be cut by the end of next March. Dawson said the time is of the essence, noting that the clock is running.
Montana Governor Steve Bullock says coal will be part of the energy future and technology needs to be used that will make coal less intensive on the environment. The governor spoke at the Montana Carbon Capture Forum in Billings yesterday. The forum addressed enhanced oil recovery and carbon capture, technology the governor likes. He says the energy future will look different and it's important to make investments for both energy and the environment.
I don't think that we can say we're either going to address our climate or continue to create energy from fossil fuels. That's a false choice. What we need to do is be recognizing that there's been more technological changes in my phone even in the last 5 years, and by and large how we've been producing energy from carbon-based fuels, in particular coal.
And Governor Bullock says he expects fossil fuels will be part of energy here in Montana for decades.
Mixed reactions to the Interior Department's announcement yesterday that it is withdrawing protections for some 10 million acres of federal lands used by the threatened sage grouse to open up those lands for energy development. Now, the plan would allow mining and other development in areas where it is now prohibited across 6 western states, including Montana and Wyoming. A recent analysis by the Bureau of Land Management showed that mining or grazing would not pose a significant threat to the sage grouse. But Montana Governor Steve Bullock and Wyoming's Matt Mead are not on board, at least not yet. Governor Bullock says Interior's approach to sage grouse fuels uncertainty. He says, quote, I'm worried that they're heading down a path that not only undermines years of bipartisan collaboration between private landowners, conservation groups, industry, and state and federal partners, but also invites new risks of an Endangered Species Act listing. And Wyoming Governor Matt Mead encourages the agency to better align with Wyoming's state plan. He says, quote, "There are positive changes that can be made to the federal plan, but we should be careful and thoughtful about how we do that." Both governors say they hope to work with Interior to make those positive changes with the continued input from the states.
And turning to weather, Bob, it's the last weekend of the farmers market, and it's going to be a bit windy.
Well, it just seemed like we just started it, didn't we, just a couple of weeks ago?
We did.
No, it's been a couple of months or more. So let me show you what our forecast is for the weekend. It's not going to be real bad, but it's going to be a little different. 66 degrees for the high on Saturday. It will be windy, looking for winds gusting up into the 40 and 50 mile per hour range. We do have a slight chance for some showers moving in late in the day because that's a new cold front. Then on Sunday, it's a 30% chance for some more showers off and on throughout the day. The high will be 52, the low of the night about 35 degrees. But here's some of the wind issues we are dealing with in the Beartooth foothills. As you can see, that's a wind advisory for winds gusting 55 to 65 miles per hour and some dangerous crosswinds along Interstate 90. Also, that's a high wind warning from Sweetgrass all the way up to Wheatland and even farther north up to Havre. We're looking for winds gusting to 45 to 60 miles per hour in that area. That stays with us through 6 p.m. on Saturday evening. So we'll have more on your forecast coming up in a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Bob.
It is time to get those baby bottoms covered. Q2 again teaming up with St. Vincent Healthcare and Family Service in the second annual Big Diaper Drive.
All next week, we'll accept donations right here at Q2. Family Service will then distribute them to families in need across our community. We're accepting diapers of every size through Friday, October 13th.
You can drop off those diaper donations here to the Q2 studios, 3203 3rd Avenue North, anytime from 8 to 5 next week. Last year, we collected more than 19,000 diapers, and I counted every one of them.
Yeah, I bet. In the current contest, to win a portion of $3,500 from one school at a time, the voting is close.
But you still have 11 days to vote, and you can vote every day. Tonight, we can tell you that Laurel High School has taken the lead. Laurel students looking to purchase equipment for the school's new greenhouse. As you see, Boulder Elementary trails by only about 40 votes. They need help to fund a new playground. And out at Skyview High School in Billings, the theater department looking to purchase wireless headsets for productions in the large theater.
Now, all three of these schools will win in the end, but the top prize, $2,000, second place, $1,000, and third place will win $500. So vote for your favorite at KTBQ.com. Just look under the Community tab.
Still to come on tonight's 5:30 news, homecoming at Carroll College in Helena showcases the school's holier side this year. We'll let you check it out.
And later in sports, former Laurel standout Vince Henman will enter Northern Arizona's Athletic Hall of Fame this weekend. Scott chats with him.
You're watching MTN News with Jay Cohn and Jeanelle Slade. Storm Tracker weather with Bob McGuire. And sports with Scott Green.